Hey there guys, it's Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I'm drawing with
Bob.
Bob.
Also call me Aaron.
Oh my goodness. This kid is a little crazy today. Watch the video and see if you can find some other crazy things he's doing, because I don't know what his deal is, but apparently he thinks art is kind of silly today. Anyway, today we are making the Snitch from Harry Potter's wonderful game of Quidditch. And we're trying to go for this golden feel. So if you want to know how to, first off, draw the snitch, and then second, make it look more golden than just yellow, follow along and see how this magic happens, right? Aaron's full of all kinds of magic, I think. Thanks. All right. We hope you guys enjoy this. And if you like our Harry Potter tutorials, we've got some other ones on how to draw Harry Potter or Voldemort or Hermione. So check those out too, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. To begin our drawing of the Snitch from Harry Potter, the most awesome part of the game of Quidditch, right? Whenever you find the snitch, you win the game. Pretty much, right?
150 points.
150 points, yep. We're gonna start off with a circle. Now, in order to have enough room for the little wings, we can't make our circle too incredibly large. So I'm actually gonna go over here in the corner of my paper, and I wanna make it about twice as big as a quarter, maybe about the size of a golf ball. So I'm gonna start off by making a nice circle like that. Oh. You probably want to go bigger. Let's go a little bit bigger, yes?
Okay.
Watch this magic. We can just turn the paper upside down. Go about this big, yes?
Okay.
Okay. That was a little small. There you go. Okay. Now I'm going to make a line that starts on the top of our circle and it curves like this to go down to the bottom of the circle. Then I'm going to start here and I'm going to make some lines that go around like this. So they kind of go up a little bit and then around, and they're going to go all the way down the circle like this, up and around, up and around, up and around until you run out of room. Yep. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. They're going to match up. So I'm going to just kind of go the same little lines that go all the way around. Yep. The snitch. Good. Next I'm going to make kind of an oval shape that squeezes into this area right here. So it's going to start up here and then it's going to be kind of an oval shape. And it's okay, my lines even touched a little bit. Same thing on this other side. I want to make kind of an oval shape that kind of fills that space too. Good. All right, in the middle of the oval, I'm going to make another circle like that. And this is where we're going to get into the wing. So I want this wing to kind of curve and go almost to the edge of my paper here. So I'm going to make a line up here. Yeah, it's going to be big. And it's going to curve down first and then up like that, like kind of a nice little smile line. Yes. And then I'm going to make another line that doesn't curve. It's just going to go straight out to the side, a horizontal line like that. It's going to stop right about there. And then I'm going to connect the two with kind of this little wavy line like that.
Just so you know, she isn't just picturing this in her mind. She's looking at an iPad.
Oh, next. Like, who are you talking to? I thought you were talking to me. All right, next I'm going to make a curved line that goes this way, and it's going to stop at about the same spot as the other one stops. I'm going to go around and connect to the little dot on the other side of my snitch. Good. And then I'm going to curve this one over like that, little curve, and then the same thing, I want to make kind of a little bumpy line that connects those two, like so. Good. Now I'm gonna make lines that go on these wings all the way across. So the ones on this top wing are gonna just kind of go like this, making stripes all the way down the wing. I'm trying to make them so they're parallel to each other all the way until I run out of space. Yep. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my other wing. They are also going to go up and down. Now, Aaron, if you played Quidditch on Harry Potter, what position would you play?
I don't know.
Would you be the keeper, one of the beaters, the seeker?
I don't know.
That's a
I would probably
tough question, huh?
be I don't know.
You'll have to think about it and let me know what you decide, huh? All right, the only other thing I want to do is add a little bit of shading to certain areas just to make it look a little bit fancier. And so since I'm working with marker, I'm going to just use little hash marks to shade. I'm going to start on the bottom of the ball, and I just want to add these little hash marks like this along the bottom edge just to give it a little bit of shading there. I'm going to do the same thing on the wing. I want to add little hash marks kind of along the bottom here. I'm going to add a couple up here too, just to add a little bit of shading, and then a couple on the top of this other wing too. So I'm just adding little diagonal hash mark lines to add some shading to my snitch. I think I'm going to do a little bit right here too. Just want to add a couple lines in there for some shading. All right, should we add some color?
Yeah.
Some gold?
I think I know what I would be.
What would you be?
I would probably be a keeper. If not a keeper, I would be a seeker.
Keeper or a seeker. All right, I'm going to start with yellow when coloring, but then I will also have some gold that I use just for some of the darker areas of the snitch.
And it's really different, but the color's yellow and gold.
Well, gold is darker. How's that?
And why can't you just call it dark yellow?
Why couldn't you? Good question. Get this all in yellow first, and then I'm going to add kind of a golden color for some of the darker areas. All depends on how the light hits it, Aaron. Lighter areas would be more yellow looking, or even lighter than that. Darker areas would be more golden or bronze looking. I'm going to color my entire thing with this yellow first, and then I'm going to add some shading to hopefully make it stand out even more. Golden snitch. This makes me want to watch some Harry Potter.
Yep.
All right, we actually do have a gold colored pencil, so I'm just going to use that on some of my areas to add kind of a darker tone. If you don't have gold, you could also use like a light brown, or just push a little bit more softly.
You have like 50 different colors.
I know, it's wonderful, isn't it? Lots of choices. So I'm just darkening some of the areas, and that way it just kind of makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. You can kind of go along the lines here and just darken next to some of the lines so that that looks like it has some shading.
Is there another gold?
No, but you can use this one when I'm done.
Okay.
I'm almost there. And then we'll have to sharpen it too. It's running out of lead here. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you kind of how those turn out when we are finished. And just like that, we have color on our snitches. You can see I've added some shading by adding some gold and some brown even. And I think on some of these areas I want to go a little bit darker. So I switched to even a darker brown, and I'm wanting to add some shading. Basically where I've got these lines going across my snitch, it just makes it really kind of stand out a little bit more. So I'm darkening some of those lines. Erin's pretending to color with a pen, I guess.
No, I'm coloring. It's black.
Oh.
I'm marker.
I also like to go kind of along the edge to darken that so that it looks like it's more of a sphere. It's rounded instead of just a flat circle. So just adding this bit of shading can really make your snitch pop. Maybe you could add a little bit of brown around your edges of yours too.
I've never painted or drew a thing that actually looks like it's round.
Well, there you go. Now's your chance. Got to work on your shading and blending, yes? You're 3rd grade by now. You should start working on that action, yes? So you could also go up into the wings and kind of go along these lines and add a little bit of dark too. That kind of gives it more of a 3D effect. And then I'm also darkening kind of along the edges here of the wings to make those stand out as well. So it really makes a difference just by adding some of these darker shades in there. It really makes it come to life. And it doesn't just look like a yellow snitch anymore, but it looks more golden, has more interest. Thanks, Erin. Oh my goodness, this kid. I tell ya. Thank you guys so much for joining us today in this snitch drawing video tutorial. If they like it, Erin, what should they do?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe down below. All right, we will see you again next time for more fun drawing tutorials.